Hello children, today we are going to a new topic called circle. Here we will see the concepts of a circle, and this chapter circle comes in two places. Basically what we are dealing with is for geometry, but it is there also for mensuration. So class 9 in ICSE we have circle for mensuration as well as for geometry, and in class 10 we have for advanced level of theorems on circle in geometry. That's what we see in class 10. So now today we will see what is a circle. You know, a coin, a pizza, okay, your clock, most of the clock, they're all shaped round like. So circle is a round shape, whether it's a pizza, coin, okay. So different thing, lot of thing we have whose shape is what we call circular. So remember, but one thing children, circle is two-dimensional, whereas sphere like earth is not circle. We draw as 2D in book as a circle, you see, but earth is a sphere, 3D, like a ball. Ball is not a circle. A cross section of the ball is a circle. So that we will see a little bit while doing. So remember, circle is 2D and sphere is 3-dimensional like ball and earth. Okay, so keep that in mind. So any round shape, okay. So circle is a closed curve. You can see all this in the book, all the definition, but here in this video lesson I am going to explain it to you. So if you want to see exact definition, you have to see the book. I am explaining, you understand, then you can learn. Generally definitions don't come, and in my part 2 of the video we will do few questions based on these concepts. So first part of this lesson is basically about just concepts on parts of a circle. So circle is a round shape, it is a closed curve, it's not a polygon, it's not straight line, sides, line segment, it's a curve, and these are called points on the circular boundary, and we draw with a fixed point. You can take a thread, fix at one point and other movable, so you get a circle. So that fixed point which we used to draw, you can see I've already made one or two lesson on construction of circle, how we construct in geometry. I have just made 2 videos few days back. So now this fixed point is called the center of the circle, and all the points on the circular boundary, which is called circumference. Okay, there is another word called circumference, which is called perimeter in other figures. So all the points on circumference at an equal distance from center, and this distance is called the radius. Once more, all the points on the boundary, circular boundary, or on the circumference of the circle, they are at a fixed distance from a one point. Anywhere you take any point here, this point, all these points are at a fixed distance, are at an equal distance from a fixed point, and that fixed point, children, is called the center of the circle. And if you produce the radius to the other side, this is what we call, we get a diameter which is twice the radius. Okay, so diameter is twice the radius. Radius we represent by capital R or small r. It is the distance from the center of the circle to the boundary. It's fixed. All the radii of the circle, radii is plural of radius, they are all equal, and diameter is twice radius. Okay, now, so this was about what is circle, what is radius, and what is diameter. Next, children, we will go and see what is a semicircle. Okay, so here, so kindly pause the video and copy, because maths, one thing children, you need to write and practice. It is not to be seen. You need a pen and paper, and you need to copy. You need to see. You can rewind the video, you can see again, you can pause the video to copy a few important things. Okay, now here next concept I am going to teach you is what is a semicircle. Semi means half. Semi, hemi, these terms are half. So here if I divide a circle in 2 parts, okay, so half of the circle is called a semicircle. Okay, so this is a semicircle. If you see, this is a, what we have, this is called a semi. Semi means half, children. Semicircle. Okay, center will be there. Okay, so total angle round a point is 360. This will have 180 degrees. So semicircle is half of the circle. Don't confuse. I was telling you in the beginning, sphere like earth. We shade to show it is 3D. Okay, like this you will see. So there, if you take half of the earth is not a semicircle, it's called a hemisphere, northern hemisphere. It's a sphere, and southern hemisphere like a solid ball. So remember, half of the earth is not a semicircle, it is hemisphere. Sphere is the full ball, hemi means half, semi means half. Okay, so remember, don't compare semicircle with northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere. These are solid ball like things, sphere. Okay, so this is all about semicircle. So you can copy this, then we move on to a concept called chord. So let us see what is a chord. Okay, you take a circle, children, always draw a center. Okay, always draw a center. Then I am using free hand. You can use a compass to draw a nice circle. Okay, so what we see here, children, is, what is a chord? Any 2 points on the circumference if you join. Okay, any 2 points on the circumference, this is called a chord. Okay, but if chord passes through and through, there is something called secant, children. Okay, there is something called secant. Okay, so if a chord passes through and through, this is called a secant. Okay, and when a chord passes through the diameter center, when a chord passes through the center, that particular chord is called the diameter of the circle. Remember, diameter is the largest or the longest chord. So once more, chord is a line, straight line, a line segment. It has fixed length, where 2 points are on the boundary of the circle. Line joining 2 points on the boundary or circumference of the circle is called chord. When chord passes through and through, children, it's called a secant. And if it passes through center of the circle, it's called a diameter. Okay, then another concept we have, children, is tangent. Okay, when the secant goes and when it touches 1 point only, okay, 1 point of the circle, then that is called a tangent. Okay, so we have another concept called tangent. Okay, so once more, let us recapitulate. Chord is a line joining 2 points on the circumference anywhere. When chord passes through and through, it is called a secant. Okay, and when it goes further away, if you see, it will touch only 1 point, then the secant becomes a tangent. Tangent something more, I'll tell you at the end. So this is about radius and all this. We have done chord, and then secant and tangent and diameter. So this concept we have understood. You can pause the video, you can go back and see and listen once more. So kindly pause the video and copy, then we move on to some other concepts of parts of circle. Next we see 3 more concepts called arc, segment and sector. So let us see what is an arc. So this is a curve. Suppose we have a point A, B. We see this curve, children, APB. If you call APB an arc, you can represent like this. So this is a curve. So this is a smaller curve. So this is called a minor arc. So see this one, children. Okay, if you see AQB, Okay, we represent arc little like this. So this is called a major. Major means bigger. Major arc. So remember, arc is a curve, and this is a minor arc. Okay, so this is a minor arc. Okay, we have major arc more than half, and this is a minor. Remember, chord was a straight line, children. Arc is a curve. Okay. Next, we see what is a segment, children. Segment is when you have a chord, children. Okay, this is a chord. Okay, CD. So chord joins two parts on the circumference of the circle. When it passes through center, children, we call it diameter. If it passes through and through, we call it secant. When it touches at one point, we call it tangent. So now when a chord and this is arc, children, curve, and a chord is a line, this area is called minor segment. And if you see including the center, it will have the big. If any segment having the center means it will have a bigger area, and it's called a major segment. So this full thing is called a major segment, and this is minor segment. Okay, this full area if I shade, so this is your major segment. Okay, major segment. So chord and arc. Chord with minor arc gives you minor segment. Minor means smaller, children. And chord on the other half, including the center, that bigger area is called major segment. Now see the difference, because this comes in geometry, this comes in mensuration. Sector generally comes in mensuration. Sector is like this, children, like a pizza piece. See, this is not the way they cut the pizza, no? You can see they cut it like this into many pieces. You will see pizza, they cut like this. So this is called a center, from the center of the circle. So this angle can be x or theta. So sector is like pizza pieces, where you have different pieces which are from the center of the circle. So I can have here another one with angle x. Total angle is 360 degree. So sectors are this point like pizza pieces from the center. See the difference. Sector is from the center, this shape, and segment is like this. Okay, so sector, if you see, is a region in the interior formed by arc and two radii. So top view of the pizza, we get your, what you see is a sector. Sector formed by the major arc is known as major sector. So if we have two things over here, children, just two sector I take, means one sector, we will get two actually. This will be minor sector, okay, with minor arc. This is minor arc. So this is minor sector, and this is major sector. Okay, so kindly pause the video and copy, then I'll talk at the end little bit about interior and exterior of a circle, and little bit more about tangent, because class 10 chord and tangent property is the main thing, and class 9 we have introduction to chord, and in mensuration we have questions on sector and semicircle, area and circumference. So in the last part of today's lesson, we see what is to the interior, children. Interior means inside. R, P, Q, all these points which are inside the circle is called to the interior of the circle. Okay, they are inside the circle or interior of the circle. R, P and Q. Same way, if some points are outside, A, B, C, so these are called exterior to the circle. Okay, circle generally center we represents with O. So these are point exterior to the circle. What are the point? A, B and C. And finally, we see a little bit more about tangent here. So as in my beginning discussion, I told you, if a line cuts it at 2 point and it passes through and through, it's called a secant. So secant passes like that, but tangent touches at 1 point. Okay, so few interesting facts, because this is what you need in ICSE in class 9 and 10. So suppose you have an exterior point outside and you want to draw tangent. From an exterior point you can have two tangent maximum to a triangle. Let it be PTQ. So from an exterior point, tangent touches the circle at 1 point. Okay, and from one exterior point there are two tangent possible, and with the center of the circle, this is a very important property, they make 90 degree. Okay, so from an exterior point, two tangents are possible. Tangent touches the circle at 1 point. So these are two different tangents. Remember, there are two tangents, children, PT and PQ. Okay, this two tangent from an exterior point P, and they make 90 degree, and there are many more properties. You want to know more, you can see my class 10 circle videos on geometry and class 9 for mensuration part. So children, this was all about our introductory lesson on parts of circle. In part 2 of the video, we are going to see some questions, simple question based on these concepts what we have done in this video. Thank you children for watching this video lesson.